Hey, Jamon. How are you? Everything is well, Jamon. How are you and the boys? How are your daughters? I hope all is well with you, brother. Thank you for tuning in. I'm crunching on some. You're here, Paulette? Hold on. Good
Guys, it's a crack.
morning.
I just want
Ah,
wait, hold on. Let me add this to my ear. How am I
you
sounding
sound
like I was having a barrel?
no. Right now, you sound amazing.
I do. Oh my gosh. Maybe because
Yeah.
I don't know what I did differently. I have on different headphones, but it's not connected to my headphones. Maybe I should connect it to my headphones. What do you think?
I think it sounds good the way it
Okay,
is.
perfect.
Mhm.
Okay, guys, it's the crack of dawn. Look, listen, Elvira, you got me out here 30 minutes prior getting my dash on, okay? Because I don't leave the house until 6 o'clock, okay? So I just want you to know, good morning, everybody. How y'all doing? It
Good
is
morning.
it's 5:24 here in Hawaii, so it's still dark, and
Mhm.
but you know what? This is how we do it. So just to let you guys know, if you all see me in and out, because I got me a little, a little job, and I may have to accept because I'm not updated yet with my extra phone. I forgot to tell my husband to connect it for me. So I only have one phone, but we will be doing this dashing on the go. All right. Did you name this title yet, sis?
I didn't.
Uh, okay, girl, because we're going to do dashing on the go. Just that mine, I will have to click on and click off, but y'all don't be going nowhere, okay? Because we be coming back, okay? We be coming back. She coming
The
back. All
Dashing
right.
Sisters. There we go.
Yeah. Oh, my gosh. There we go. Don't forget to say Holiness Walk Sisters, okay? We be going. Yeah, yeah. Oh, my gosh, guys. Today is going to be a great day. I had to turn my AC on. I'm glycerin. Can you guys hear that? Is everything okay?
No, you.
Hi, Rose.
I don't hear anything in the
Okay,
background.
perfect. Okay, good, good, good. It's early. It's the crack of dawn. It's the
And
crack
here
of
it's
dawn. We gonna make some
11:24,
money.
11:25 in the morning. So me and sis are 6 hour difference, and we be working it out.
Yes,
We be working it out. My sister,
that's right.
look,
That's right.
sometimes she come on a little early to help me, and then sometimes I stay up a little late to help her. We work it out.
That's how we do it. That's
We
how we
work it
do it.
out.
Support, support, support. So
Yes.
what order are you on today? I normally leave the house on Lyft and Doordash and whichever comes first. But because I'm going to have you guys riding along with us, I'm not going to do Lyft today in the morning. I'll do it later this evening just so you guys can get a little gist of how it is that it work on Doordash. And we're showing you all how to make some extra side money on side hustle so that way that you guys can get a little motivated and encouraged that you can do it too.
Yes, there you go. Listen, we doing good this week. This week we're doing good. We hitting good numbers.
Yes, we
Um,
are.
I look, I haven't mastered waking up early like Sister Paulette, but I'm in there. I'm in there.
You're getting
So
there.
we, yeah, I'm getting there. Oh no, but I'm getting there. I'm getting there. I'm like, I got up this morning, started at 9 o'clock. But it's 11. I can't believe one thing about DoorDash, time goes by fast. How about
Yes.
for you?
For
Yeah.
me on DoorDash, I know since today's a Saturday, I schedule myself for 4 hours. because I want to see what I can do on 4 hours nonstop. Normally in the morning around this time, I only do like an hour and a half, sometime two, and then go to the gym. And then on the way back, then we figure out how. Looking forward. I don't know if we're going to have the long live all the way to 4 hours, but I'm going to let y'all know that we're going to come back and check in with you guys because we want to let you all know the figures, okay? When you do 4 hours of dashing, how much you can make more or less. I know sis is already updated, meaning her timing over there is she's already around lunchtime. So definitely she probably already hit her 4 hours. I don't know how many hours you got in right now, sis.
No, only a few. So I started at 9, so it's 11. So only like 2 hours so far. I do mines in little increments, like you just
Okay.
said.
Yeah,
So I'm gonna go to. I set it to go to 12, but if it's busy, I can go back in and do some
that's
more.
right. That's right.
Um, and then I had it pick back up at 2 to 8. Um, I'm gonna do so. Uh,
Good morning, Cherise. I'm driving as I'm looking at the comments, guys. So if I may miss somebody, please forgive me. Hello, brother Jamal. Thank you for holding down the chats because y'all know we are multitasking right now. We need shout out to all the moderators up in here. We appreciate
yes,
you
please.
guys.
Yes,
Hi,
please.
Rels. Rels, let's see who else is up in here. Hey,
Hi,
guys, if
Real.
you're in the background, make sure you checking in, like, subscribe, Sister EFP, if you have not yet subscribed to our channel, like the video, leave a comment. But, check in, guys. Let us shout you out. Check in. All righty. I'm seeing Linda. Good morning. How are you doing? First time watching. Have a good day. Blessings. Oh, blessings to you too,
Thank
Linda.
you.
Welcome. Welcome. Don't forget to subscribe to the channels and just go and show your support. We always talk. This is the first time we actually the second time we're doing a duo together where on Doordash because we do duos, but we doing Doordash, and this is the first ride along. Last time it was a park along. Today is a ride along because sister got her equipment, guys. She got her two phones in the car, and she have us on. Plus, we are rolling, so you guys can get more hands on of what um the gig economy is about. So
Oh, thank you. Thank you. By the help of you, you've helped me so much. I definitely say that, to say the least. How I'm sounding in my chat on in my chat on sorry. That's how I be putting my subscriber only mode, girl. You see these?
you're breaking up a little bit. Oh, there you. Yeah, I hear you now.
Can y'all hear me?
I can hear you. You're coming in a little robot-y, but you're coming in. Cherie says, she said, yes, I give you. Or she meant to say, yes, I hear you. Um, okay. Okay, cool. So they can hear you now. You're going to where are you going, sis? Are you going to pick up, or you're just relaxing in the park? We can't hear you. You probably have us on mute, which is cool. Hi, Hi, Craziest Edits. How are you today? Welcome in. If you guys are just coming in, please hit the like button. Don't forget to subscribe. My name is Paulette, and my channel is Life with Paulette, and this is Sister EFP's channel. Right now, we can't hear her, so I'm just gonna chat along. Oh, there you go. We can hear you now. Hello.
Oh my gosh. Okay, let me try it again. My bad.
Yeah, not sure what happened. Hi, Walking Talls. How are you? Welcome in. If you guys are just coming in, go ahead and hit the like button. At least give us a like if you're going to be talking about LeBron James and we're talking about Doordash.
Okay, I'm sorry guys. I don't know what's going on with my AirPods, but it's not working properly.
Black Danger.
Okay,
Welcome
Sister
in, Black
Paulette,
Danger. Yes, sister.
you can go ahead. I don't know what's going on with my AirPods, but they're not working properly. So I'm gonna go on mute
Okay.
while I pick up the food.
Thank you, Harry. Welcome. Welcome, Harry. Thank you for joining, Sister EFP. Right now, we're dashing along. She already got a few orders ahead. I'm just getting started. As you can see, Hawaii, it's just 5:34, and I'm driving into a little heat spot. Hopefully, I can pick something up as well. So, if you guys are only using my one phone, and I don't have the second one to play along with. So we're gonna just go off of each other on this live at this point in time. So when you see friends that was like,
Sis, you will not believe this.
I did,
Can you hear me?
I hear you now. What happened? You were saying?
Oh, yes, I'm back.
Okay, there you go. I can hear you good now.
I'm sorry. I don't know what is going on. Um, But listen, I went in the store. I was talking to one of the workers because there's nobody in the restaurants. I was like, "Hey, was y'all busy yesterday?" And she was like, "It was pretty steady." And I said, "Yeah." I said, "I did a lot of orders. It was consistent, but the roads weren't busy. So I guess people were just ordering out." And she said, "Yeah, you was out there making your money." I
Oh
laughed. I said,
no! Yeah, that's the new holiness slang. Shamani. Yeah, out there making that shamani.
I was
Yes,
like,
yes, yes.
"Oh my goodness, that was hilarious."
That's awesome. So cool.
I don't know what happened with my AirPods. It just did not connect. So you couldn't hear
Yeah,
me.
yeah, not sure. It clicked out, so
Okay, I'm
but
sorry.
no worries. Take your time, get it together. Today I have all my little hush puppies, so hopefully it be busy like yesterday because I didn't have hush puppies on. I say hush puppy, meaning my little, I got on little ballerinas today because I need
Oh,
comfort.
cute.
Okay. All right, girl. We need a little comfort. Get some air going within the flow because we be walking up and down. I need to get back to the 10K. By the way, this 10K,
Yeah,
Elvira. Oh my gosh, I feel like you mentioned. I'm a little flooded. Okay, just a little bit, just a little flooded.
yeah,
We got to get back to the 10K. I think it was intense, but it was definitely well needed.
yeah. Absolutely. I
Yeah.
agree wholeheartedly because I'm like, okay, you need to get back to it. I replaced my Fitbit, and I said, um, now that you got a new Fitbit, you need to be walking,
On
get
it.
your money's worth.
Yes. Yes, brother Jaman, we are. I'll definitely always have my water here because it's definitely hot, especially here in Hawaii. So we will definitely take up on that. Elvira, where's your water bottle? I be seeing you sucking down Prime. I don't see no water going across your lips, sis. Okay, there you go. Okay, all right. Okay,
Call
and
me
here's mine,
out.
brother Jaman. Just want you to know we got our water. We got our water, but let me tell you guys, when you see you start dashing and like you're in the heat, meaning like you're getting like I was getting stacked triple yesterday, and you don't have no time. You're not even thinking. I went all day without eating. I was like, wow. So I
Hmm.
guess I gotta stay stimulated by working and not worried about food because in no way I would have done that if it was a normal day. You know, I was like, oh, I think I need to
Hmm.
eat. You'd be going to that refrigerator like 200 times. Like, I know I'm full, but maybe I could find something different. You know, in the refrigerator, the same refrigerator over and over again. Now it's mentioning yesterday in regards to my dashing. I did that. It's I think I think Walmart Spark also like copycatting Amazon Flex where you can go and you can pick up like 20 stops order, like you know you stack with little onesie twosie orders, and they
Hmm.
end up picking up bulk like 22 orders, and I got that 22 drops yesterday and made nearly $90 just on that, and all I spent was
Awesome.
2 hours, 2 hours and a half, 2 hours and 45, which I think they were unfair because most of the orders I could have just went from one house and right down the street the next house. They made me do a bunch of unnecessary zigzags. So that's what goes on with Amazon Flex. You go to the warehouse, you load your car with all of the stuff, and then you drop it off at you don't pick where you're gonna drop it off. You just pick up. What I liked about when Walmart Spark do it, you can see where all your orders is going. So for me, if they're going east, I ain't going east. Okay, she don't care for east. I like to stay right around north, a little bit of west, northwest. I like to stay right there or in the middle. But when you're pulling people all the way out of the downtown, for me that like too much. So I think Walmart Spark got it down pack. You don't get times, especially if it's in the morning, I'll take it. And then other times I'll be like, no, I don't think I want to do it because I could do a lot more if I'm on my other app. So, but just wanted to share that with you. Yes, since yesterday we talked about it and I didn't get to tell you it was great. It was awesome. We finished.
Hi everybody. Yes, that was oh yeah, because I didn't know how that turned out. So they didn't have they didn't have the drop offs in sequence.
Yeah, they they tried to do it. It was in the same area, but I felt
Yeah.
I would be I would skip the house that I should have been going, and I went all the way like 5 minutes away, come back, you know, to the same spot that I just had dropped off. So I just felt like if they could work their little sequence, you know, a little better, it would be perfect. But mainly I only do like five, you know, bulk orders like that was a lot. But I did it just to try it out and see how quick I could get it done. The advantage sometime of doing those is that you can knock off a big chunk of your goal for the day. However, though, the disadvantage is that sometime when it may not scan right because it's no signal, so you may have issues in between your delivery. Since it's 22, you may have hiccups that you have to call customer service and have them like troubleshoot or you know um, deliver a product manually from their end so you can get to the next delivery. Otherwise, you're stuck. So that's the disadvantage of those. But apart from that, sis, I thought it was a great. experience. Walmart Spark is definitely. I can't wait for you to jump on Walmart Spark. I think we'll have great conversations on that one because it's a great experience.
Yeah, I'm waiting for them in Amazon Flex, for the most part. No, we are in different cars. We are in different parts of the world. I am in the US, and Paulette is on in Hawaii. So we are in two different parts of the world, uh, doing DoorDash. So we're just dashing it up and having conversation. That's all. So we're 6 hour difference. We're a 6 hour difference. And so here it's 11:43. For her, it's 5:43. And we're both just starting our day out here making some shmoney, you know, figuring it out and moving right along. So,
Yeah.
yeah,
So
I
just
would
now,
go ahead.
sorry, just now I switched over. Oh, I got to order.
So she just got an order. Paulette is working using her phone, and she's also door dashing. So I had a delivery that took me 27 minutes away from my zone. So what happened is that when I came back on, the area in which I was in, I picked up an order. And by me picking up that order, that delivery is taking me back to my zone. So though I was outside my zone, the delivery that I just got from the restaurant is taking me back to my zone. So that is something that you can always be mindful about. Now, where I live, if I go north, I'm going to a very rural area, and there's not a lot of orders out that way. But if I keep going south and going into the to the city of Raleigh, I'm going to get more orders that are valuable because there's more restaurants in that area. It's a little bit busier and things of that nature. So if I go to the more rural area where it's not much at, I would pause my app, and then when I get back to my zone, I'll unpause it. The reason why I do that is because sometimes when you're in those rural areas where there's only like a McDonald's, Wendy's, Hardee's, you can sometimes pick up really like petty orders, and the next thing you know, you get stuck out there until you put pause on again. So I don't pause it all the time, but if I'm going to a rural area and I want to get back in my zone, I'll pause it and then turn it back on. So while you were getting your order, I was just talking and filling up some time. But you were going to say something about your, I think you were about to talk about something related to DoorDash.
I just wanted to ask the question: is once I flipped out the screen, can you guys still hear me, or you can't hear me at all when I split the
No,
screens?
it goes out completely.
Okay, okay. That. I just wanted to make sure I know that, so that way I can come back instead of thinking I can talk in the background and you guys can hear me.
Oh, no.
Yes. So this order that I received was from to Jack in the Box, and it's early morning here. It's 5:45. Somebody wants some fries, and I'm gonna go and serve them. So Jack in the Box, basically, the ride, and then I'm gonna head back to the same place I just came from. Is in my area, and all of the zone that I am in is working. Normally they'll tend to take you out of your zone around lunchtime, but since I have this for 4 hours, I should be in this area. And if they do take me out of my zone, because they'll show you on the map, will turn red where you have to go to drop off spot. If it makes sense, guys, I'll take it. Otherwise, once they pull you out of your zone, you may have to dead leg it back to your zone. And sometimes the amount of money that they offer you don't make much sense. So sometimes, unless you're going into that zone, I would advise to take those type of orders. Otherwise, you could just say nope and move to the next one.
Yes. Now, can you say that again? Because I got a little confused. So Okay, so I just had a delivery, which took me 20 something minutes outside of my zone. But then I told them that I did not want to switch zones. I wanted to stay in my original zone. So therefore, they found me an order that was in the current zone I was in that brought me back to my original zone. So what are you, what was you advising? I got
So
confused.
so sometime you hit luck, because not all the time that works like that. When they pull you out of your zone to say go 20, 30 minutes away from your little area that you already have in zone, not all the time they can find an order to bring you back to your zone. And they'll give you on a little timer will come out on your app stating, hey, you want to stay in this zone is hot, or you want to go back to your zone. If you choose to come back to your zone, sometimes you get an offer that can take you back to your zone, and sometimes you don't get offer, you're just legging it back until you get into your zone, you'll get an order. So
Okay.
just be mindful that it may or may not work. And you also have to know your area to know the traffic. Like if you're doing that and maybe your area is not as busy, but in Hawaii around lunchtime, somebody taking you out of your zone, I'm not, I'm not going because I may not get back because everybody's trying to go somewhere for lunch. So the traffic is very high.
Okay. Well, you go ahead and talk, and I'm gonna drop off this food.
Oh, absolutely. I am heading now to my area. I'm 3 minutes away um, from picking up from my Jack in the Box. And as soon as you all see me get there, I may have to switch over. So the chats, you all gonna have to keep it together. I'm gonna try my best to wait for sister so she could come back, and then that way somebody will always be on with you guys. But yeah, we making this money on Saturday. Hi, Sister Dawn. Technology is good when you use it intelligently. It's awesome to see both of you like this. Absolutely, absolutely. That's how we do. We support each other and have it any other way. This other day she came on, and today I told her, say, you know what, let me just go on and show some love back to you too, so that way we both get love on each other. Hi, Sister D Nicole, how are you, sister? Sis, I definitely want to ask you for that information in regards to the Amazon. Let's see what they got to offer here in Hawaii. Uh-huh. Yeah, we gonna figure something out. Okay, Star Dashing. I am in Jacksonville at the moment. Hi, Star Dashing. Welcome into the chats. Do you DoorDash in Jacksonville as well, or you just in the chats have any questions in regards to DoorDash, you can let us know so we can answer them as we both switch out in and out. Sister Elvira just dropped off her food, and sometime, how do you do, Sister Elvira, when you drop your food off? Do you start driving to your zone, or you? Oh, we got some Chinese up in here. That's Chinese or Jamaican? Oh, me hao, me hao. Ooh, child. Okay, guys.
Hey, hey, sis D Nicole. Hey, sis Georgina. Hey, Auntie
Hi, Georgie.
Dawn. Oh my gosh, y'all are so
Okay, guys, I
funny.
just got to my. I don't know what he's saying. I'm gonna have to screenshot and go in and figure out in English.
But why did
English.
you say
I'm
is
gonna.
this Chinese or Jamaican? Now, why you?
No, no, no. I said Chinese or Korean, not
Oh,
Jamaican. Did I say
Korean.
Jamaican?
You said
Yeah.
yeah. Okay, Korean or
Okay.
Mandarin or something else, right?
Yeah, it is
Um,
Mandarin or something. So
oh, this is not what I meant to do.
okay, so I
Um,
just got to my location and I hit arrived. Now, if you're here before 6 o'clock at any one of these restaurants, you're going to go through the drive-through. We have to wait till 6, so I'm going to go through the drive-through. I'm going to give you guys a little bit of live action. Just hold on, give me 2 seconds. And the person's name is Jesse. Okay, so here we go. We're going to pull up to the little talk spot. Hello.
so Paulette did Paulette put your can you put your phone on mute? The microphone. Okay. So Paulette asked me a question about do I stay in the area till I get another order? So what I do, because where my place is where I live is like a hot spot, I just make my way back to my apartment. So typically, when I go pick up the food and drop it off, and I don't have another order, I make my way towards my apartment. And by the time I get close to my apartment, um, I usually get another order, and then I'll just keep going. But yes, I always try to make my way back to I guess you could say my zone. I make my way back to my zone, just because it's easier now. If I lived in a different place than my zone, then I wouldn't necessarily try to drive back to that place. But as soon as I left out, the my my dash got pinged to go pick up another order, so I'm headed to Bojangles.
Ooh, Bojangles. Yes. I'm here at Jack in the Box. And Sister Dawn, I can't even remember why did Jamaican get into all that gibberish that was written there. I honestly, if I said Jamaican, I apologize. I probably meant to say Japanese, but it looks like a little Mandarin, Korean, Chinese. Did I say Jamaican? Wow, I'm sorry. I'm sorry, Sister Dawn. No pun intended. I probably meant to say Japanese. Jardina, how you doing, Jardina? You never had Bojangles? That's chicken. Any fried chicken in Bojangle.
Oh yeah,
Um,
Bojangles is where it's at.
yeah,
When
some
people
places is
come,
better.
yeah. So down here in the South, people is where you'll see a Bojangles. So Bojangles breakfast is really where it's at. If you like fried chicken, most people down here will go to Popeyes or something like that. But Bojangles breakfast is for us here in North Carolina. It's where it's at. So you can go to a Bojangles on a Saturday morning, and it'll be packed with people. It's interesting. Um, but oh, this area. Okay. It wasn't too
Okay.
far. Wasn't too long.
Oh, nice. Nice. I wanted to also mention, guys, when you start your dashing and you're pulling up saying arrived. Sometime you have to wait a little bit, like myself here waiting for the order. Make sure you scroll in the bottom and hit, why you're waiting so that the customer service will be notified that you're waiting or you're driving through the drive-through. They'll give you options that you can click so that way your timer is on pause. Because if they see you in a spot for too long and you have not hit that button, it would not refresh when it's time for you to go and deliver. You may end up delivering and it will come out late. And contract violation is like it's like eating candy here on DoorDash. So be very mindful that you click the right thing.
Yeah, so I just got my order, and like I said, it's Bojangles, so they have some breakfast items on here, and then a four-piece chicken supreme. So I'm gonna go ahead and turn my camera off and my microphone, and I'll come back if I have to wait. I'll turn my camera back on. Oh, sis is there. So you guys.
Sorry about that, guys. What happened was when you come on and pick up your order, we have to take a picture with the receipt. Don't forget to take your picture with a receipt on it, just in case that customer decide, hey, somebody stole my fries, or somebody stick a little sip out of my drink. I like to take a picture so that way the customer can see what's on the receipt, and then customer service can also see. And most of the time I'll take a picture within my little bag that I have here. So y'all see I have my red bag, and I put my food and stuff up in there. So you see the customer food is sitting, and I also have what they called um, a cup holder. So I highly recommend a cup holder because Jack in the Box, guys, give you these big old cups. And if you don't have a cup holder, you're setting yourself up for a little bit of mess. So always make sure once you're starting out as a brand new dasher that you have your cup holders, and you have your insulated bags, so that way you can be able to do better at your service and not give people cold food or spill drinks, or make it look nice when you do it. Go in there, get yourself together. You just need one bag. And you saw Sister Elvira have her dashing bag. You can purchase it directly from Doordash as well. They normally give you a free bag if I'm not mistaken. I have mine for so long, but this one I bought from Amazon. So because I like to have an area where I can put the food, and then I like to put an area where the drinks is at, but they're all in the same bag. So it's like a little division with the drinks and the food. And that's just part of the process that we do here. I highly recommend that, especially for my beginners. If you guys just getting started, you're getting nervous, and you all notice I have a net cam on. This is my 360 camera, and this camera just helps when you're delivering into certain areas. If you were on Sister Elvira's last live, she mentioned about going into, you may have to go in those little neighborhoods that you may need a little dash cam, or you may need, a little extra footage or something to go in and out. So I highly suggest, not now because you don't got to start out with a camera, but in the future, make sure that you're aware that there's nothing wrong with having extra footage for your safety, for yourself, also for protection from DoorDash customers that will call in and say they didn't receive their food. So just that little tip there that I would want to add on. What I missed. Oh, Star Dashing. Star Dashing. I am currently I'm in Hawaii, and she is on another part of the mainland in another state. So I'm in the state of Hawaii, and she's in another state. We're all in different states, and we all are dashing the same thing at the same time, but we're different locations. And we just thought it would be fun to come on here and show you guys how we do it in action. And I thought that would have been cool. So here we are, guys, dashing along on a holiness ride. Now, what he think he going so fast? I mean, some people Still a little intoxicated from yesterday. He he's driving like on a 80 at this point in time.
Oh
So
no.
yep. In a
Thank you,
45 zone.
Georgina.
I can't read. I didn't see that one.
She just gave us a little, you know how George. I was gonna call her Georgie, but you know how Georgina
Yeah,
do.
that's my little
That's your nickname for
Georgie. Georgie
her.
gonna be on it. She's on point. Georgie
Yeah.
is on point all the time. Thank you, Georgina. The other day I was like, "Where's Georgina? If you're in the comments, please drop the fellas link because
Oh
I
yeah.
definitely I know you probably have everybody's stuff on copy and paste because I couldn't even remember their hands and I was calling by the names. I was like, I need to do better. But next time Georgina is in the scene, I'm gonna definitely go ahead and you know, you could probably can you pin that, sis? You could probably pin Georgina's comment so that way it always will be at the top and she won't have to repeat that over and over. You know what I mean? You deleted.
Sorry.
No, you deleted, brother. Deleted by Jam. Oh, Jaman deleted a message. Okay. Yeah, I think that would be great. That way we pin it to the top. I'm still learning all this streaming, but you know, I'm 6 minutes away from my drop off. How far are you from your pickup, sis?
6 minutes.
Okay. And where are you? What are you picking up today, right now?
So I just picked up Bojangles, and it's taking me back to my city. Um,
Good.
so it's taking me back because right now, like I said, in Raleigh, there's a lot of suburbs um,
Yeah,
around it. So now I'm going back, literally going back to my area. Um,
perfect.
yeah. So
Awesome. Yes. I'm 6 minutes too. Oh my God, we on the that's six. Oh, 6 6. Jeez, some. But I'm on.
that's only two. It's only two.
I know we missing one. Good. Finally, thank you, Jesus. Ah, no, I'm just saying we missing one to be like on the extra. You know what I mean? The triple one. I'm like, oh no. Whew, it was too close. But yeah, I
Two.
just picked up Jack in the Box. Now I'm going back into my zone, where I started from. And we'll pick that up.
Yeah.
It's not allowing you to post, sis. On which channel? Why YouTube deleting?
I don't know.
I'm not
I'm
sure
about
because
to stop
she's
and it's
yeah. She
she's a
will have
mod
to
so she can
assist.
post.
Yeah, you could post, but she just said keep deleting her comments.
Oh.
You have a virus that's mad at you, Flemings. That's what happened. That virus is like, I'm gonna get Flemings. That's what's gonna happen. I'm gonna delete every time she posts. It's like Flemings is posting. Delete. You know. It's probably just a little hiccup, but she'll fix it.
Yeah.
She'll fix it. So if you guys in here, anybody else up in here, let's dash in or do any type of the gig economy to just go ahead and share with us a few stories, strange stories.
Oh
Yes,
yeah.
yes,
Where's
be listen.
Virginia? She needs to come back and tell us what
Come on,
happened.
Virginia, tell us your strange story that we were asking. What happened? I heard about your dog story. I'm like, oh my God, yes, be mindful of those dogs. I had a scenarios is going to happen. Sometimes people have all the signs, the dogs. Sometimes they have dogs. Sometimes they just put it there just for other people to be aware to don't be bothering their property. But always make sure once you see the sign, you ask the question And if nobody respond to you, I ain't going inside of your gate. I'm gonna put that food right down by you in on the outside of your gate, and I'm gonna snap a picture that it says, "Do not enter, dog." And I'm going about my business, because if you have the sign there, you should have at least told me that you don't have no dog, or say something in the message or the comment. You didn't mention, you didn't respond, so I'm not gonna go inside and take no chances. Nope, we ain't doing that. Mm-mm. 2025, we don't want no dog bites. We got to be careful. Got to be careful, especially they were thinking that we some type of steak. A little brown color. They be like, oh, steaks.
No, yeah, there you go. Yes, it is, Georgina. It's a lot of them. So y'all can block them, get them on out of here. I know Sister D Nicole done deleted a few. Jamon been
Yes.
deleting. That's why I try to put my chat on subscriber mode only, so that it weeds out some of them trolls. And if they are a troll and they still come in, hey DL Gully, and they still come in, we at least they subscribe to the channel. Now they might go back and unsubscribe, which is fine, but at least you subscribed, okay?
Usher them out. Give them the boot.
Life with Paulette and EFP. What's up, brother? AP for real.
Yes, yes, yes. AP. What does AP stand for, brother? Is that your name, or you just say AP? I want to know what it stands for, because I always just say AP. Up in those comments. Oh my gosh. I think I gotta back up. She has to back up. She gotta go down. Look at that. She gotta go down. Back up. There we go. We're gonna back up because we did it wrong. Okay. Nobody's coming. Let's go. All right. Ooh, this person lived all the way at the end. Ooh, coming in. Go ahead and hit that like button. Subscribe to the channels. We are talking regards to the giveaway. We're doing a
A five A Fiwe? A Fiwe? Is that how you say your name, AP? Oh yeah, Paulette is choppy. Yeah, she is. She's been that way for quite a bit, Georgina, but she's making it work, and she's
yeah. Maybe I should put it on my head, on my ears. Hold on.
no, 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 not your audio, your visual. It's been a little it's the signal because you're driving. That's what it is.
Oh,
It's not your sound. Your sound is fine. So
oh.
um
Can you hear me
yeah.
now, or it went down?
It sounds like you got on headphones.
Oh, no. I mean, does it sound, or was it better without the headphone or with the headphone?
It's better without.
You said better without the headphones? Georgina, how's my sound right now? Is it better without the headphone or with the headphones? Because I need some help. I ordered my mic, guys. This is the P is not silent. So it's eight. It's A. Lord have mercy, brother. You sound underwater. Okay, so give me a second. Uh,
Okay. A fiwe,
A
a
five.
a fiwe. Is that how we say it? A a piwe,
Ooh,
a piwe, a piwe, a piwe. Is that how you say it? A piwe,
a
a
freeway. A
fiwe.
freeway. Oh.
Is that it? A fiwe, a
Oh,
piwe.
okay. Wait.
Break it down for us,
Georgina
AP.
say I'm
Regina said I was underwater. How is it now? Oh, I can't. Oh man, when you see me get this sounding right, guys, I'll be on it. I swear, I'm on it. Just right now, I'm having trouble with the sounding. How's the sounding now, Georgina? Let me know. Be honest with me. Am I underwater still?
Hapiwe. Hapiwe. Okay, don't wonder why AP. Hapiwe. Okay,
Apiwe,
there we go.
apiwe. Now you,
Oh, I got a little
uh,
$10.
yes. Now you, now you goggling. I'm goggling. Oh, I can't take this. This is stressful. I don't
No,
know.
you sound
I
better
think I need
now.
to hit something on the phone.
You sound better.
That sound. It's stressful, and I don't know how to do it on my phone. So, oh well.
No, you sound fine.
Oh.
You sound perfectly clear. Am I delayed or
That's
what?
what you that's what you told me last time, and then I went and listened. I was like, "Oh my goodness!" I just sounded like I was underwater, like goggling for real, like,
No,
and then it was pausing.
currently right now you sound fine. But when you put your headphones on, it sounds like you're in a fishbowl. Yes. But now you
Okay,
sound perfectly fine.
okay, got it.
Yeah. Yeah.
Wait,
Now
it's
you
on
sound
the
fine.
airplay.
Yeah.
It's on
It's coming through
airplay.
the car.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah, you good now.
Tony Nixon, holy dashing, huh? You better believe it.
Hey,
But that whole that how did Lamar did it the other day? He called it the devilish money and the holy food. I was like, oh my
he
God,
said
that
he
was
gonna use the devil. He said he gonna use this devilish money to pay these holy bills.
yeah,
Cause these
that's
kids
right.
got a devilish appetite, so he need to get them holy food.
I know, I know. I got to
That
get
was
back to my
hilarious.
zone because they took me out of my zone. I'm
Oh,
in a.
Virginia, tell us what happened. You back? Tell us
Come
what
on,
happened,
Georgina, share
Virginia.
with us the crazy stories that we encounter on these dashing fields, these dashing.
Yes. Do y'all have a temple, AP? Shout out to Virginia. She dashing too, y'all. She dashing too.
Woo woo! Go Virginia, go! Go Virginia, go! They should have made 3 people should be on these
Oh,
things,
Virginia.
so she can come on and
Oh,
pull up.
Virginia not pulling up.
Virginia, you need to pull up so we can all pull in here and do our thing, do the do.
Oh, so AP
One day we're gonna do that.
AP says he attends the Cape Town Temple
Where's the Cape Town Temple? Is that in the
in
No,
Africa.
that's not That's Africa. Awesome. I want to come to Africa. My nephew is fiance is from Africa. I told him go and have your wedding in Africa so I can visit. That'd be great. coming to, I'll have an excuse to spend all that money to go to South Africa. Yep, that's where she's from. She's from South Africa. And I told him, I said, when
Nice.
y'all get married, you go to have the wedding over there so I can come over and visit. I was very, very close to the correct pronunciation. I said fee, but it's P. No, he said fee. You said it's a P, but it's pronounced fee, like Phoebe.
No, he said it's
So the
P.
P, oh,
It's
it's
high
P,
P
it's not
way.
fee.
Yeah, it's P, not fee. Uh-huh.
Oh, I saw him put the FEE in there. I was like, oh, it's fee. But I know that the PH sound like a F, but he don't put the F. But then he said yep. So I don't know. Brother AP is in a better situation than me. He has a temple. Yes, he does. I don't have a temple either, sis. We don't have a temple over here, but it is what it is. Life is life, and a way, a way. Yes, happy, happy, and you
Ah,
know it. Clap your
ah,
hand if you're happy and you know it. Clap your hand. Happy is happy, not fee. Okay, we got it now. Thank you, Uppy.
ah.
Arizona,
P
beautiful
way.
place too, but it's tired. I'm tired of Arizona. Arizona is. I passed through Arizona. However, though, it's too hot. Like just thinking about Arizona, I break out in sweat. Like it's too hot, bruh. No way. Wonderful. See, I be way love.
You can be a stranger.
Sorry about that. I got a Jack in the Box. Another Jack in the Box. That was another $10 Jack in the Box. So I guess Jack in the Box is the hot spot for everybody. After a long day yesterday. So the first order that I got was 13.75. This one is $10, so that put me at 23, and I only got to go 5 point something miles. So sometime in the morning, I guess nobody else is out. So that's why you see they're sending me some cute little orders that I would not complain.
I know that's
If you
right.
guys are just coming in, go ahead and hit that like, subscribe to the channel, and basically today we're going on a 4-hour dash to see how much money we can make in 4 hours. So sister EFP, she's already a few hours ahead of me. I started out early this morning because somebody then woke me up to come on here with y'all. So yeah, we're gonna make it work today. So my 4 hours is gonna end. I already have 1 hour gone and 3 more to go. I'm not sure how long Sister EFP is going to be on here, but we definitely want you guys to see the result, um, so you can see how to make quick extra cash before the kids even get up in the morning. It's Saturday, so everybody's sleeping, right? So if you get up early and execute and get back home, you're going to have a little shmoney to go and pick up a McDonald's or something. The kids don't like it when we don't take them somewhere sometime, so it's a little extra on the side. So I want to see what I make in 4 hours. Not sure it's EFP goal for today, but this is my breakfast portion where I'm working from 6 to 10. That's my breakfast morning portion, and I want to see what I do, and then we compare to see if morning, lunch, or dinner is a better deal for me over here. Breakfast is always a better deal for me because nobody want to make their own coffee, so that's why. um I would Sister Virginia said, I would definitely pull up. Can't text right now. Making these deliveries. Haha. You better get that money, sis. You better. You better get that money. Get your Doordash money. And yeah, you will have to pull up eventually because we are dashing along too. And we're making this money as we making sure that you guys are enjoying the process too. But we don't want to just make all the money. We want you all to tag along too, so we can pull up, and all of us can pull up together. You know? Yes, Tony Nixon, we gotta make that shmoney. We gotta make that shmoney. We out
Come
here
be a
getting it
dasher.
together.
Yes. All right.
Tony
I made
Nixon,
it
do you
to.
dash too or you don't dash? AP, I want to be a dasher now. Yes, brother. Yes, brother. AP, wait. AP, AP. Dashing is not bad, especially if you're working. Um, once you get up early in the morning and you start to do your dashing and do what you have to do, you make life easier for you. By the time I get home, by lunch, I could get home 10 o'clock, 11 o'clock, lunchtime, still end up taking care of the family. You got to do what you got to do, you know.
All right. So let me. I just got to Mo's.
Okay, no worries. You go to Moses. I'm going to go to my Jack in the Box again, so I'll keep them a little, y'all in the chat, y'all make sure you be talking too, because when we gotta go grab that food, we may need to click out and click back in. It's 50 of you guys here in the chat. If you're brand new coming in, please go ahead and hit that like and subscribe. Like and subscribe. We are getting our cash on the go with our dashing today. I'm mixing up a little bit of dashing, a little bit of Walmart Spark. I did turn on my second app, but I'm going to go ahead and turn that one off because I think I want to just really focus in to DoorDash 4 hours on a Saturday and see. I'm going to compare it with my DoorDash 4 hours, on a Friday just to see how it works. So that's the good thing. It's 12:24 in the afternoon here. Yeah, Flemings, it's only 6:25 here a.m. So that's how it works here for us. We are like 6 hours, maybe 5 hours difference. So we just go out and get it done. Mainly on Saturdays, I do like half a day. But today, since it's the EFP, Sister EFP is out here getting hush money. I may go through lunch as well just to see how it works, and then I'll let you all know how much you can make if you work it. If the system is working for you, work it. If the system is slow, then jump on another app. I always tell you guys that register on all the apps so that when days are slow, you can always multi-app. It's nothing wrong with multi-app. And when I say multi-app, meaning you could turn them all on, whichever one gives you the best deal. Turn all the others off. Don't be trying to take one order to the east and one order to the west, and then turn around and get all bent out of shape and late for all the orders, and you can get deactivated like that. So my advice to you is you take one order, turn off the other ones, and then once you finish with that order, you could do your multi-apping again. I only like multi-apping with 2 orders at a time, not two apps at a time, so that way it makes my life easier how to turn off when I do get a good order. So I just pulled up again into Jack in the Box, and we're gonna go. I'm gonna see if the doors are open. It's already after 6. I'm gonna go inside so that I can, you know, get you guys intel. Oh, doors are open. Let me close. Turning on camera. See the little button? She on.
All right. I'm back, guys. So this next drop off is um it's about 16 minutes away. I notified the customer and told them that I'm on the way. Okay. Yeah. So I see what Tony Nixon is saying. Cool. So it's a little saturated here too, but I still make a good decent amount of money. I think that's because it's also a lot of homes. Like it's a lot of people that live out here too. So oh, it's hot, y'all. So right now it's like 89 degrees, but it feels like 100 degrees. It is hot.
Thank you, ma'am. Have a good one. Okay, that was got the food. We had to wait. What I like about picking up in the fast food area is because some of those really like big franchise, they're always on it. They have an area special for like DoorDash and all the gig economy apps. So once you get in there, most of the time your food is already taken care of. The most you're gonna have to work with is the ones that cook the food. Sometimes they're not ready. Sometimes you have to wait like 10 to 15 minutes. But most of the time, Jack in the Box is ready, McDonald's is ready, and at the end of the day,
Leaving. So I do like that as well. I just went to Moe's. The food was already ready, packaged together. So all I had to do was pick it up, take a picture, and go on about my business. So Haynes Blessings asked a question. He says, which is better, DoorDash or Uber Eats? So for me, Brother Hayes, I've only used DoorDash. I'm only signed up with DoorDash right now. So I have never used Uber Eats outside as a customer. So, Paulette, have you used Uber Eats?
hmm so for me, brother, I would definitely I do Uber. I did Uber Eats, but I prefer DoorDash just because on my app I already figured out how I'm functioning my daily orders. And DoorDash sometimes, not DoorDash, Uber Eats sometimes will do too much. Like they'll pull you from one state to the next state if they have to, just to get their orders. Like I'm exaggerating, but that's they do too much. I prefer to work with a company that at least respect my zone. And if they're gonna take me out of my zone, they're gonna take me out and they're gonna ask me permission first. They're just not gonna give me an order from from the east to the west and tell me that I'm gonna do that for $5. Like I feel like Uber has no soft spots when it comes to their deliveries. They will just send you out there. DoorDash will do it too, but at least you're in your zone. You're not going all the way on the other side of the country to deliver some food for $5. So I prefer. My husband does Uber. And he enjoys Uber, but he stays within his zone in Uber. Anything outside, he'll just say no, and he don't mind he don't care about ratings, but I do because I'm, when you always been an A student and all of a sudden you start seeing like 60 and 50, I feel like I'm failing. So I like to have a inner competition with myself. So for me, all the orders that they were sending on Uber, it was just so low that you will have to keep declining. And after I was like, no, DoorDash does the same thing too, but I prefer DoorDash. That's just my preferences. And I don't only do DoorDash, I do other apps. Walmart Spark is my main app that I always mention, you guys, I use. I bridge the gap with DoorDash. So DoorDash, because they come so frequently, don't go to silver. Don't go to silver on DoorDash. I can tell you that. You'll be down there in the bottom of the barrel for a long time getting nothing offers. It's best to stay between gold and platinum. That's always what I say. But I prefer DoorDash. That's just my preference. I'm not sure about if anybody else tried Uber. I've tried Uber, but I felt Uber did not respect me enough, and DoorDash disrespectful too. But like I say, my preference, I like DoorDash. Period.
Yeah. Well, I did sign up, for those that may be new. I did sign up for Amazon Flex and Walmart Spark. I'm on the waiting list for both apps because the area that I'm in is pretty saturated. So there's plenty of people out here trying to do the gig work and stuff like that. So it's a waiting list. But I only do DoorDash. It's been good to me so far. Yeah, I get petty orders here and there, but I feel like that's a part of the game, like you're gonna everything is not gonna be a high dollar return on your mileage and gas, but overall that added into the sum of what you're already making for the day, it's worth, it's decent. um but Paulette, I mean, not Paulette, you Paulette, Georgina, she asked a question. I'm just going to summarize it. She said, when we go to the restaurant and we confirm the order, uh, I guess she was asking, like, how do you handle, if the restaurant's error, like if they don't do something correctly and stuff.
Great question. So normally when the restaurant do error, it's their fault, not yours. However, DoorDash came up with a new system, little thingy in the background, and if the customer make a mistake, because they want to hold you accountable as the driver, that's why it's always wise to double check your orders and make sure that you ask the restaurant if you have a seal bag, if everything is in there, because you get options to see what's going to be in the bag. I will advise you to do that. But they do turn around, guys, and they'll blame you. I got pinned. I customer that did not receive their chicken nuggets in the bag that was sealed. Hold on, guys. I just got to my.
Okay. So, for me, what I've seen with DoorDash is that people will leave a review. And if I had no control over what Paulette is saying, I've seen DoorDash send me a notification and says, this customer rating was removed from your dashboard because it was unrelated to you as the driver. So I have noticed that DoorDash, I'm new. I've only been doing DoorDash for about 3, 4 weeks now. I don't really remember how long, but they have sent me a notification where maybe the customer left a bad review or like a something, and it wasn't my fault, so they will remove that rating from me because I don't cook the food, I just deliver the food. So another thing too is that I try to take a picture. I take a picture. Sometimes the app doesn't allow you to upload a picture. So I'll take a picture on my phone and then I'll send it to the to the customer privately. So if I do that, they get a confirmation of that. So it's really hard because you don't want to open up people's food and see if it's right. You know, you're not, and if the bag is sealed, you definitely don't want to do that. So I haven't had any issues in that regard, but not to say it wouldn't come about. Now, I did have someone give me a 1-star rating. I had someone give me a 1-star rating, guys, and I was so sad. And I called Paulette, and I was like, Paulette, I had like 5-star ratings across the board. Someone came in being a hater and gave me a 1-star rating. Be just 2 days now, but it's really good. I like the tips. I like the consistency of the orders, and I'm enjoying it. So hopefully, no one be a hater and give me a 1-star review for no reason, just being a hater. Okay.
Yay! Congratulations, Saints. Welcome to Platinum Hood. Don't worry, guys. I've done the bottom of the barrel just so you all don't have to do it. Silver is the bottom of the barrel. Yes, good orders, guys. It's going to take a little bit in between to get them. So do not go unless you just want 1 or 2 orders a day down to silver. I highly recommend, like I ever mentioned, stay within gold and platinum. Now, going back to Sister Georgina's question, yes, you can get a contract violation for somebody else. Communicate and call customer because you. Ever though, I let them help you. Otherwise, if you call, they're all been out of shape. Some of them, they're so used to hearing all these angry dashers, they'll probably put you in a little timeout spot and don't even take your notes. That's how they do sometimes. So I will highly recommend you guys to know, make sure you check all your foods. I know you have no power or control over a seal bag, but you can call customer service and let them know, hey, it was not my fault. I did call them and they told me, I know, we know it's not your fault. I said, but why did I get a contract violation? What if I already had 3 contract violations due to late, getting there late due to an accident? I would have been deactivated for somebody else's fault. So just be mindful of that you all calling and they'll be able to take notes in regards to whatever hiccup that you're having to make your little, they'll be able to trace the information and make your dashing a little bit easier. So use customer service at all times for everything. Okay. Everything.
Yeah. 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 And they are, and they're patient with you. You be patient with them, and just be clear. And I usually call in the morning. It's easier for me to get through. Now, if I call right now, I might have to wait a little bit. But for the most part, I've had a positive experience. Hey,
Yes.
Struggling and Striving podcast.
Hi, struggling. Hi, brother Hayes. Welcome. Woo, woo. Hayes blessings is in the house. Georgina did another question. She said, isn't it wise to stay within your zone, driving far? That gas, that tip is that tip or no tip. Is it worth it, sisters? So from my standpoint, like I mentioned, I always say make it make sense. If it don't make sense, then you don't do it. Now, sometimes, like I always recommend, if you are going into that zone or you're heading to that zone or you don't mind working in that zone and they switch you like that and that zone is hot, I'll say take it and feed your way and see if it working over there. If it's not, you pause and you go back to your zone. But you know, it's a risk at everything. We're risking going to pick up an order and then praying there's no traffic so we can just dash to go drop it off and dash back. So everything you do is gonna be, you're gonna lose, but then at the end, like EFP say, you will win in the end. You know, yes, you're gonna use your gas. I don't use gas, guys. My cars are electric, so but then I do have to take off to charge them. So that's the disadvantage for electric cars. But you're gonna lose a little bit, but at the end you will gain, you know, if you work smart.
Try to start my door dashing on a full tank of gas. And then just in case, because you never know, like she's saying, you might go out somewhere far. And I don't want to be dashing on a half a tank of gas and then I get somewhere and I'm stranded, you know? So I try to start off with a full tank of gas. And this morning when I went to fill up again, and I did 6 hours straight yesterday.
Ooh,
And
nice.
yeah, and I had to pay $17 and some change in gas this morning from yesterday. So that's pretty good.
Yes. And that's something, that's a plus too. Once you start to deliver in in a zone that you're in, you will have those customers the repetition with the same customers will happen more than often. So that's a good thing when you starting out your day and that customer, sometimes you're going to deliver breakfast, lunch, and dinner to them because that's all they do is order on these high apps, and basically how people deliver and drop off for them. I just received an order, guys. My third order was $19. I'm going to pick up somebody's meds, and I'm going to drive for 7 miles to drop off. So right now I'm heading to Walgreens to pick up meds, and then I'm going to go and drop that off 7 miles. I did want to mention to you guys that if you are ever on the app and they sending you for like meds, I don't do alcohol nor I don't do sell tobacco because I opt out of that option. But I do deliver meds. So if I'm delivering meds, you always want to text ahead of time to that customer to let them know to have their ID or passport. Normally, I like driver's license because I can scan it and it's really quick and fast. They're really good at that type of system. So that's like a little hint for you guys that is doing it. Make sure that you always let the customer ahead. So once you get there, because you are dashing, you don't want to be waiting around for them to go and find their driver's license or an ID or, anything to hinder your time because we're on a time, we're ticking. We can't waste time. So I like my customers to know ahead of time that, hey guys, oops, I got to. Sorry about that. Yeah, I can hear you, sis. I was telling them about orders. So, by the way, I just got stacked another order for $8.75 for 1.7 miles on top of my $19 that I got. So sometimes you're gonna get stacked, and when you're in platinum, these is the options that you'll get. And the next thing I want sister to witness is the triple stacker. Now be mindful on the triple stacker. They'll stack you and send you a $2 for 8 miles because they can't stand that you had two good offers, and your mileage look good and everything look good, and then they're like, let me shove in somebody that don't want a tip but want the same type of service. And I'm like, nah, I'm not doing two. Even though if it's like 1 mile for $2 or zero point 0.7 miles for $2, don't waste your time, guys, because you still got to go inside the store. You still got to wait to pick up their food. And for $2, it's not worth my time. And guess what? When you're on platinum and you at 95% acceptance rate, you can do that. Okay? I'm passing. I always tell myself, my husband laugh at me because I say, I'm passing. I'm 95%. He's like shaking his head like, Paulette, it's just a percentage. I'm like, yeah, but I'm passing. Okay. For me, it's all about, that school 4.0 GPA. So that 995, I have options, guys. I give myself options. So I can say, no, I don't want your $2 offer, even though it's a McDonald's, but I got to walk into McDonald's. I got to stand in line. I got to wait for you to get that hamburger and fries for me. I don't want it, guys, because I already have two nice offers. So just now I got double stack, and it was 1 point something miles for $8.75, and it told me it was going to be like max. So that's a good thing. I just need to make sure and let the customer know ahead of time that they have to have their IDs ready. Okay. Now I'm going to go into my Walgreens, and I will switch out for 2 seconds because I got to let them know that I arrived. And guess what? You always click on your camera because we're going. Let's go. Let's get this money. Okay.
I have to invest in one of those, Paulette. Oh, Paulette, you sound good too. You don't. It doesn't sound bad with your headphones today. If you all are watching, hi, I'm Elvira Valdez. Welcome to EFP Media. Here we explore faith, wellness, personal growth, and some journaling. I'm partnering up with my sister Paulette. We're both outdoor dashing. So she's currently in the store, so I'll wait.
Yes, I'm picking up in the store, guys. So bear with me. I'm gonna mute, and Sister Elvira, you handle it, okay? Yes, gonna just mute.
No worries. So yeah, so this is new. This is new for me. Door dashing. Paulette has been doing it for quite a bit. I'm learning. It's something to do, something for me to get out and do. I shared earlier why. Now I have a full-time job. This is something I do on the side. During the week, I can only do about 2 to 3 hours of door dashing. So when I end my work day, I'll start up door dashing till about 8:30. That's when it starts to get dark over here on the east, and then the southeast, and then I do that Monday through Friday, and then on Saturdays and sometimes on Sundays, I try to make it a full day of dashing to kind of increase the money and stuff. So it's a little different because sometimes I have my son with me, and when you have kids with you, they get irritable, they got to go potty, they hungry, they get bored. So being that it's just me right now, I'm taking advantage of it and trying my best to make as much as I can while it's just me. But coming next weekend, it'll be more structured, and I'll have to go back to only like a couple of hours for the day and keep it moving. So that's what we're doing right now. I was on live earlier this morning. We were doing a good
The
live,
crack of
and
dawn.
yes, for her, yes. It was like 9. I started at 9. I'm actually coming up. Ooh, coming up on my breaking point, and then I'll probably start from 2 p.m. till I think I said 8, and time goes by
Okay.
so
So I'm
fast.
picking
Like,
up, guys. And
yeah. Yeah.
now I'll be back.
Yeah. So we are so yeah, I'm gonna have a break. I took a break just to kind of, you know, rest for a little moment. So I'm gonna head back to my apartment and rest for a second, and then I'll come back out and finish off the latter part of my day and then go home. And that'll be that. That will be that. Yeah, separate from the in-store orders.
Okay.
Yeah, so Georgina, Paulette is doing like a pickup, and
Yeah, I'm picking up right now.
so she was saying that stand in line, huh? That ain't right. They should have all picked up the orders separate from the in-store orders so you're not waiting for an excessive time. And sometimes that does happen. They do separate the orders, but then sometimes you have to wait. And like Sister Paulette said, when you have to wait, there's an option to say, why are you waiting? And then they give you a list of options to choose. So sometimes I go in there, I have to wait because there's a long line. Sometimes I go in there and I have to wait because they're not finished preparing the food. Sometimes I have to wait because there I didn't no one greeted me. It could be like a private owned restaurant, and it's not like a Moe's or Bojangles where you can go up to a window and they have a designated spot. So if it's like a private, a mom and pop restaurant, sometimes I walk in and no one has greeted me to tell me where the orders are. So it's so many, they have a different list of reasons.
Yes. So I was listening in the background as I was grabbing those two orders to go in the same direction. Um, this delivery thing boosted the moment I think the corona started. It was always like fun. Everybody would do it here and there, but it was not a big thing. It became a big thing once the corona.
You all hear me or is it me? Paulette, no audio. So you can't hear me, Georgina? Okay. So Paulette, they can hear me, they can't hear you. It's something when you came back to the car. I think when you connected back to the car, it opted out your audio. It opted out your audio. There we go. There we go.
Can you hear me now?
Yeah, there we go.
That's a disadvantage of when you come out of the car and you go back in. Sometimes your car has a mind of its own. So I apologize.
Yeah. Okay. So what were you saying?
Hello, can you hear me?
Yes.
Okay, perfect. Oh, there we go. I was I don't even know what I was saying, sis. Y'all know I'm like the rabbit. I'll be no how to call that fast pace. I'm thinking one thing and all of a sudden I'm Dory sometime. Okay, forgive me. That's how it works. I'm doing too much up in here. I think I was talking in regards to the wait at the restaurants. Georgina mentioned that they should have it already ready, or they should have a specific area for us to go and grab our food like this. And I was mentioning that fast food delivery started out in these gig economies hot when the corona came. And once the corona came, that was when nobody wanted to go out, or nobody couldn't go outside, and they wanted something, a hamburger, without making it themselves. And that's how the fast food industry just flew through the roof. The majority of the restaurants, guys, was not equipped for all the spike that it received in orders, and getting food plus serving in dining and outdoor dining. So that's why there's no special area for us to have our food done like 1, 2, 3. We still go into the little circle of other folks that's inside, so we gotta wait our turns. So Georgina, most of these restaurants do not have special area. McDonald may have a little standing area that says pickup. Some stores are doing a little bit better at having foods ready, but it's still a work in progress because their restaurant at the beginning was not equipped it for the online. They just got in that boosted a few years ago. That's what I wanted to say. So no, they don't have any spot for us, girl. We gotta go out there and yell, "Hey, here for Doordash! Yeah, hey, do Doordash, do you gotta go in there. You gotta do up in there. You gotta get a little loud sometimes, and you need to show your way. And then sometimes you're visiting those restaurants over and over. They get to know you, and they know you. So once they see you, they're nice to you because you're nice to them. Don't go up there at your hard face, all mad. Make sure you have breakfast. Make sure you drink a little coffee or tea, so that way when people see you, you can greet them and be pleasant to them as well, because they got a truck, or a girl that has another helper to help her with a truck as well. So be very cautious on roadie and make sure you know what you're taking or what you're not. So Oh, you got me? What happened is when Sister EFP went out, oh, they're texting her. She got another order. No, that's her car. That's the car. Let's ignore the dun dun sound. She left the car and took the key. So that sound is going to be there. Can you guys hear me now? Okay, she said, there you are. So yeah, make sure Rhodey is there too. But they're more, I would say, a man type of job because you get heavier materials. You can do catering jobs as well, which is, Sister EFP, can you mute yourself? We're getting a lot of sound. We can get delivered. That is also a great one. If you just don't want to do the food delivery or grocery shopping, deliver that is a catering. So they'll set you up, you'll do the courses, and you'll be doing a lot of caterings for people's birthday, weddings, and you'll pick up food from the restaurant and you'll go and you'll set it up. They'll teach you, you go through like a little quiz that they'll give you so you can work for them. And once you pass the quiz, you get a chance to go on their platform, and any restaurants that's catering, they'll hire you as a contractor to go and set up the food at that location. So I have not done one yet, but I've watched enough videos on YouTube in regards to it. Plus they give you a lot of video for deliver that. So that's another option out there that a lot of people is not in. Hopefully it's in your area. Not everybody gets it in their area, but I'll definitely recommend that if you all want to start out and just want to feel professional instead of doing DoorDash and picking up here and there. I would say go ahead and try that one. But there's options out there in this gig economy. It's not just just one thing. We promoting DoorDash and we ain't getting any pay. Okay, they ain't paying us, but we're promoting it because there's a lot of stay home moms. There's moms that have to do two, three jobs. Our fathers too, man and woman, and they're just looking for the same amount of income that they could probably obtain without the extra boss. So I always would say you're your own boss. You set your own times, and 9 to 5 a.m. is you paying your bills, is your bills money, and anything you do after 5 p.m. to 9 p.m., that's you developing a lifestyle for you and your family, and that's that extra side money. So that's my thought process of thinking on it. Whenever you all do decide to jump on it, you can see that, hey, it's pretty easy. We all parents and mothers and fathers up in here. Instead of getting two three bosses, why not you become your own boss and make the money? So that's what I would recommend for anyone in there. If you all have any questions and concerns, you could always drop your comments and we'll try to get to it um, as quick as possible. But yeah, I've been in this industry now for a few years, and you can make money, but you gotta put in the work. It's not gonna drop in your lap. You gotta wake up with a purpose every morning, or every day you put a few hours in, and on the weekends you just go and do the dues. But don't think it's gonna fall in your lap. You gotta work, and it will be you work it, and it will work for you. So I'm not sure if you all can hear me still, because I'm going in the country right now to drop off my two orders. So hi sis, you're back. Ooh, girl, you had me pulling a whole lot of information. I was like, Lord, she ain't back yet. Let me start with the finances. Oh, as soon as I get my mics, says as soon. But I need you to help me out with the mic. I know you send me the mic information. I can't find it. I fell asleep looking for that text you sent me. I need you to resend it to me again, sis, so I can get the mics going, because I feel like yes, thank you. I feel like my communications is not as crispy, and I don't know, maybe my video, maybe a little later after, sis, you can assist me on setting up my video ain't crispy. I mean, I do have an iPhone 15. Maybe they want me to get an iPhone 16. Why? Maybe my settings is not good because I mean, hello, but as soon as I can get myself together, my husband went on and he realized he saw me doing all my little lives on Sundays, and the boy went out and got me a desk. Got me hooked up, so I got me a new little desk, guys. I'm gonna get my studio together. My hubby is paying attention. I said, babe, then he texts me. He's like, you're nearly at your 1,000 that you were talking about. I'm like, really? I go on, I was like, why no? I need one person to go ahead and give me my 800. I got my 800, guys. Woo woo. I said, okay, now we gotta just continue to be consistent. Sister Vira always say, just we gonna work it. We gonna work it. We get in that 1,000 pretty soon.
Yes. Amen.
Is it me that the app, the the chat, live chat is not live anymore, or I'm just
I don't
on
think they're
its own?
talking
Okay,
because
they're
I
not
think the
talking
last
yet.
thing is Georgina said there you are
Georgina.
because it
Okay.
yeah, but they I don't
So you
I
got
don't
your
think they
other
were
order?
talking. Yeah, I
Okay.
had to go to Jersey Mike's. I had to pick it up, and then my mom called, and I said, "Mommy, I'm
Okay.
on
Perfect.
live. I'm doing DoorDash." She
Ah,
said, "Oh, okay, call me back."
oh man,
Yeah, she wanted
how
to
is
tell me, wanted to check in with me with Legend. So, um, child, he ain't thinking about me.
he ain't
He,
thinking
but
about you, girl.
no, but
He,
she
he is
called
thinking
me to
about
tell
you.
me what he was doing. I said, I'm gonna call you
Oh,
back when I'm done with this. So I have to go 15 minutes out to, one of the rural areas. So this is an
yeah,
example. Um, like I told you guys, I can either head north or I can head which depending on where I go. Like when I go out to Youngsville, I'll be out that way, and then I have to make my way back here to get more orders because out that way there's nothing there. It's
it's
nothing.
remote.
So yeah. So I was saying to you that you do such a great job. You just be, flowing, and that's a good good trait to have.
Oh, thank you, sis. I appreciate that. But your sister need to get her her what do you call it, her audio together. Okay, my
Oh,
audio be
that's
a
what you
little
were
ratchet
saying, the
sometimes.
microphone.
Yeah, I need to get the microphone together. I need to get all that. It's rural. That makes sense. Yeah, it's rural. And right now I'm on the back street here in Hawaii too, with the mountains. So, worst case scenario. But oh my gosh, sis, we need to do this often. Are you
Yeah.
guys enjoying this dual dashing, holiness dashing that we're doing here and just dropping nuggets, and we're giving you guys live experience. You're going to have those live experiences where you're like, wait a minute, what's going on here? So, right now, I'm dropping off to this customer, and I think, if I'm not mistaken, this is a customer. So, the second one that I'm going to go is the one that has to bring out their ID. So, sometimes it could take a little minute there, but it's good to let the customer know ahead of time to please have your IDs on hand. And they'll be aware that and ready when you get there, because like any dashing, you want to be consistent. So as you all noticed, when I started up this morning, I was consistently moving. The flow was like boom boom, and that's only because I'm a platinum. If you're not a platinum, guys, you're sabotaging your income. Okay. um, Now my area is hot, meaning when you're platinum, you're going to be moving. You may not get the best orders all the time. Let me clarify that. Being platinum don't mean you're going to get all the top of the line, but it does put you into catering jobs, meaning bigger offers. Like this one was pills, $19 for 7 miles, and then it stacked me. It gave me a nice little stacker for 1.7 miles from this drop off. I'm gonna go, and that was $8.75 plus. So somebody won a bunch of pools because today's Saturday, yesterday was a fort, and they're still partying with the kids. So I feel like today is going to be a great day as well to get your stuff together and make that little money. Okay, so this week was good for me, great for Sister Elvira as well, and let's get out there. Even if you all can pick one day out of the week and say, guys, I can only do Saturday or I can only do Sunday, or may not, whatever, you know, make sure you get to church and do God's will first. But then, he ain't gonna sabotage his little coins. He wants you to be work, otherwise you ain't gonna eat. Okay, you better get out there and get that money. But at
Right.
the end of the day, make sure you always put God first in everything and let Him take the wheel, and it will be smoothly sailing. And sometimes we're gonna have good days and bad days, but just know that God is there. He's there. He
He's
want to see
right
how you
there.
gonna react. How you gonna
Yeah.
react? Okay, I'm gonna send you a
Yeah.
$3 order. Let me see what she gonna say. I'll be like, thank you, Jesus. Ugh, thank you, Lord. But Lord,
Yeah.
can you send a
So
bigger
with
one, please?
so question so silly. So with DoorDash, you pick up prescriptions too?
Yes. So as you get if I'm not mistaken, you can toggle that off. You could toggle it on, but I can pick up prescription as well because I think I took a course. I can't 100% remember, but I took a course. And in the course, they will give you prescription offers and stuff like that. See, this is their prescription medication. Some people, they're picking up now more with DoorDash on the prescription medications and stuff now because even the hospitals are getting in there and, doing connecting with the DoorDash to get people, those older folks, medication to them, and we're just doing the great service. And we always smile. We never know, some old folks. It was so sad. The other day I picked up a Lyft driver. It was an older lady. She was going to her dialysis, and she's in the back of the seat. And when you do dialysis, I guess you end up a little weak. And she said to me, she said, Paulette, she said, it's only me. She didn't have nobody else. Because I was like, ma'am, you can, you saw that you need some Pediacare, little drinks or something. I said, you probably want to get home and lay down and have somebody send it to you. She said, it's only me. I had tears in my eyes. I was like, oh my God, some people don't have anybody else. It's either how you live your life prior that you decide to stay solo, or she never had any kids, she never had anyone to help assist her. So I, as being Paulette, she only was able to pay for her Lyft ride to get home. And once she did that, she turned around and I did the offer to her. I was like, ma'am, I can't make you go home and you don't have your Pediacare. I'm gonna turn around and I'll take you. And I took her to Longs and picked up her medication, and she was so humble. But it was, you could pay it forward to people without the money all the time. You just do the good deed. And that lady, when she get home, she texts me and she said, you don't know how blessed you did to me today. She said, I didn't have anybody else. She said, God bless you. She said, your light will shine. It's shining so bright. And if I was crying, I was like, oh my God, she see my light. Oh, Jesus. So yeah, do good deeds. Don't worry about the pay. The pay will come because God is watching. So now I have to get in. I'm gonna switch out because I'm in front of this gate and this person did not give me a code, I don't think. But I'm gonna switch out for a little bit, but I'm gonna be in the background.
Okay. Yeah, so y'all gonna have to bear with me. I'm going to a rural area, so the signal may go in and out. So just bear with me there. If I get frozen or if the audio cuts out, I'm letting you guys know ahead of time. I know that's right, Virginia. You said I got a $4 order. made money. I've only made like so far this morning, but I've been out since 9. So,
Nice. Well, I
you
just
know,
want to tell you guys.
but I'm only using one app. I'm using one app, and Paulette actually has, she's using one app, but she has multiple features toggled
Yes,
on.
ma'am.
I only pick up, I only pick up food. Oh, I told you guys the audio's gonna be going in and out. Good job in that regard. So, what I was saying,
287.
I'm not sure what I was saying. I kind of forgot.
Girl,
I
don't be a
forgot.
Dory.
Oh,
That's my line.
oh, I only got one. I only pick up food. That's what it was. I only pick up food. So I pick up people food, I drop it off. Paulette does the grocery shopping, the pickup store shopping, the prescription shopping pickup, and she does all of that while I just do food. I just pick up food. Because the feature that she has where she could pick up multiple different things, yes, you do earn more money. I know my personality type, and I don't even like grocery shopping for myself. So I don't want to go pick up nobody groceries. But Paulette is able to maximize her income because she is picking up stuff, and she can pick up more than just food. So that works for her. That works for her. Now I know Paulette usually freezes when she goes in the app and pick up something, and then she'll come back, or accept something, accept something, and then she'll come back. So I'm not sure if you guys can hear me or not.
I'm going for my delivery, and this is the one that they have to give an ID. And it's early morning. Okay, I'm gonna pick out.
I, oh, Paulette gone. It's just me. Other things on the back end. So I'm going to go ahead and end the live, guys. Thank you so much for coming by and supporting us. Shout out to all the moderators that came on the channel. Those of you that's watching in the background. Thank you so much for the support. I really do appreciate it, for real. So I am so happy. Um, yes, yes. So sorry. I don't even know if oh, viewers, yes. So I'm gonna go ahead and end. I'm gonna go ahead and end because I'm in this rural area. Paulette done dropped off. So I think that's a help in the live. I thank you all so much. I'm gonna talk to y'all later. Me and Paulette may come on tonight and do a striving in holiness topic. So we might. So if we do, you guys come back. Come back and support us, all right? All right, y'all. I'll talk to y'all at another time. Bye. Thank you. Bye bye.